It is 1946. The Second World War has ended, and Hilary Hall School for Boys in Hampshire is about to begin the first day of the summer term. It is about 4 p.m. The master's common room. The double doors are closed. The common room, if not luxurious, looks bright and airy. After a moment the double doors are barged open from outside, and Dick Tassel enters, a tall, cheerful young man of about 26, wearing a sports jacket and grey flannel trousers. He has had a shoulder the doors open, as he is laden with a suitcase, a cricket bag, a bag of golf clubs, a tennis racket, and a net bag of tennis balls. He staggers with all these to the table and drops everything on it. Goodness me, where is the man? Rainbow! Rainbow, where are you? Good grief, my old gown and mortarboard, still here in the cupboard, covered in dust, but... Oh dear. At least the moths haven't got at it. Mr. Tassel! Rainbow, hello. Well, Mr. Tassel, I'm very pleased to see you back, sir. Very pleased indeed. Not so sure I am. After being airborne for 5 years, I'm afraid I'm going to find Hilary Hall a bit slow. I've got 1 or 2 bits and pieces here, if you could take them up. 5 years, eh, Rainbow? You don't look a day older. A bit dusty, that's the worst of it. Eh? The gown, man. Oh, never expected to find them still in my locker. Well, school was evacuated, sir, soon after you'd gone. Only came back this term. Oh, so you've all had a long holiday, then? Holiday? I've had no holiday, sir. I've had mice in the music room, dry rot in one of the classrooms, and beetles all over my basement. Sounds most unpleasant. Same old Rainbow, I can see that. Same old Hilary Hall. Might as well get used to it, I suppose. Hilary Hall the same. Oh, yet not the same. Huh? What? It won't be what it was, sir. Whatever it possibly may be. Perhaps. I don't know what you're talking about. Mark my words. 2 into 1 won't go. It's not feasible. What the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry, Mr. Tassel. I can't tell you. I can't go over the head of a head. Sounds to me as if you've gone off the head of a head. I'm telling you confidential, he says to me. Who says? Mr. Pond says. Oh, and you can't go over Mr. Pond's head. The head's head, that's what I said. I say, Rainbow, my bedroom door's locked. Hello, R.B. Tassel! Goodness gracious me, the prodigal son is home again. I thought I heard a faint whisper of your arrival. Can you unlock it when you go up, Rainbow? And I left some books on the landing, if you could take them in. Well, how are you? No, don't tell me. We'll save all that for the long summer evenings. Tennis balls. The weapons of peace once more. Glad to see you're well armed. I suppose you've been taking games in my absence? I have. For that reason, if no other, I am delighted to see you back. How is the pitch, by the way? Oh, it's all right now. But what it'll be in a week's time, it's not for me to say. The weather looks all right to me. It's the other thing I'm referring to. Grass needs a rest, that's all. It's only human. Ha-ha! Oh. You know, Billings, I think old Rainbow is beginning to go at the edges. There's nothing to go at the edges. Gone long ago, if you ask me. How the devil did a pair of boxing gloves get in my locker? You confiscated them from Hopcroft last term. My last term, I mean. So I did. 5 years ago. You've got a memory. Little Blighter was wearing them in chapel, for a bet. He's been saying the most extraordinary things. Hopcroft? No, Rainbow. Seems to think something funny is going to happen here. Well, that'll be the first time if it does. I suppose Hopcroft's left by now. How time flies. Yes, he has, but his brother's here, Hopcroft May. Same thing, only a good deal worse. Oh, look at that. What is it? Something else you've confiscated? Yes. It's a stick of rock, I think. You know, I'm not really looking forward to this. 13 weeks in the heart of darkest Hampshire. First term back seems a bit of a grisly prospect. You should have been with us for the last 15 terms. Yes, Rainbow said you'd been evacuated. That's putting it mildly. We were moved 3 times. The first was a boarding house. San Moritz. Switzerland? Swiss cottage. We then went to share a veterinary college. With a whole lot of animals? Yes. But to prevent misunderstanding, we were always referred to as the honoured guests. Then we ended up in a fire station near Ludlow, up the pole to bed every night. Oh, I thank heaven to be back in Hampshire. Well, I don't know. 12 miles to the nearest flick, 40 to a theatre. And as for the feminine society, nil. There's always Mrs. Hampstead. Mrs. Hampstead may be the matron of this school, but she is not feminine. Female, possibly, but feminine, no. Damn it, she's got an RAF moustache. Yes, there are drawbacks, I admit. It's all very well for you. You hate women anyway. If you had to live with 4 aunts, all wanting to mother you, look what they've done this time. You see? You see? You see? Yes, all right, stop. That scarf goes on forever. They did a yard each, and then sewed it all together. It's going to be a little warm, isn't it, for the summer term? Oh, they were knitting it for next winter, but I stopped them at the end of March. Hey, what's with the picture frame? This was presented for my last birthday. They always make sure I pack it. There you are, group photo. So that's the big 4. Aunt Flora, Aunt Nora, Aunt Dora, and Aunt Ethel. Ethel? Well, I don't think my grandmother expected her.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, headmaster.
And who have we here? Return of a warrior? Splendid, splendid. Delighted to be back in harness, I have no doubt.
Yes, rather.
Capital, capital, capital. We've all pulled together in the past, and I am sure we shall continue to do so now, in the circumstances about to prevail.
What circumstances?
Yes, of course. You haven't heard the news. It was very sudden indeed. I have had no time to inform the parents as yet.
There's nothing bad, I hope, sir?
No. Inconvenient, shall we say, no more. You see this letter? I received it 2 days ago from the Ministry of Evacuation. Dear sir, you'd better sit down.
Oh, yes.
Under the Emergency Powers Act, 1940, subsection 3, para 15, schools, boarding and private, elementary and preparatory, secondary, kindergarten and grammar, the Ministry is empowered to allocate educational premises. Some schools returning from evacuation have, unfortunately, lost their original buildings, and it has become unavoidably necessary to ask you to share your own with another school of similar size and type. You will receive a further communication in due course. Your obedient servant, C.C. Thraphampton, Deputy Sub-Controller of Premises, Schools Division.
So that's what Rainbow was blithering about. 2 into 1 won't go.
You know what these ministries are. Their yea is yea, and their nay is nay.
In due course, it says, doesn't it? Well, that'll be probably 2 or 3 years. Very likely never happen.
The eternal optimist. It has happened. I received this wire this afternoon from Hastings. Staff and pupil arriving 4:15 tomorrow. Whitchurch, Principal of St. Swithin's.
St. Swithin's? Now I suppose it's going to rain for 40 days.
This is hardly the time for 4th form humour, Billings. Staff and pupils at 4:15. Well, that's only a few minutes after our own boys arrive. Before then, we have to get everything settled. Accommodation, of course, will be the principal problem. Perhaps one of you would take down some details. Billings?
Yes, of course, headmaster.
I propose to put you in Mrs. Hampstead's room.
What?
You and Tassel.
What?
It's a large, airy room.
Yes, and she's a large, hairy woman.
Mrs. Hampstead's peculiarities are neither here nor there.
They may not be here, but they will be there. Surely we shan't be as overcrowded as all that.
It will be a very severe squeeze for everyone.
Well, I refuse to do any squeezing in Mrs. Hampstead's room. I'd rather go back to my aunt's.
Billings, if you are going to be unreasonable from the start—
Unreasonable?
Mrs. Hampstead agreed most readily.
Oh, did she?
She made no difficulties whatever about moving into your room.
Oh, moving into mine? And I see. Objection overruled. Oh, yes, same here.
Oh, dear. We must try to remember that we are the hosts on this occasion. Since Swivens are our honoured guests, kindly bear that in mind.
Honoured guests. Yes, got it.
Now, we have matron in your room and you two in hers. Make a note of that.
Oh, yes.
Now that leaves Tassel's room free for the St. Swivens staff.
They certainly will have a squeeze in my room. It's not that big, you know.
Yes, well, for one of their staff. I'm not certain about the rest yet. There are no more rooms in the staff wing.
Except yours, of course.
Mine?
It's the largest and airiest of the lot. Quite a few of them could sleep with you in there.
I do not think so. Not with someone in my position.
Oh, what position do you sleep in?
My position as headmaster.
Well, perhaps you could just share with their headmaster, Whitechapel or whatever his name is.
I suggest we leave the question of my room for the moment. We must avoid favouritism at all costs. I hope that's quite clear.
Yes, clear as crystal.
Good. Well then, it occurred to me we could probably sleep most of the masters in the carpenter's shop. How does that strike you?
Yes, I think you've hit the nail on the head. Yes, convenient too. They can make their beds and then lie on them.
There will be no shortage of beds. We have all those camp beds in the loft. We can set— What are you eating, Billings?
Oh, it's rock.
Rock. We can set up the requisite number in the carpenter's shop, and the remainder will do for the boys.
Our boys?
No, theirs, naturally. The only question— Oh, will you stop eating that rock? Give it to me.
What? Give it to me?
Oh, thank you. Now, the only question is where to put their boys. Ours could give up one of the dormitories, I suppose.
Seems a pity to move them.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. But where could they go? There isn't anywhere.
That passage in C wing's fairly wide. There are doors at both ends.
So there are. What an excellent idea.
C wing? Outside the Stinks room, you mean?
Don't be irrelevant, Tassel, please. If the passage in question runs past the scientific laboratories, what of it? It may be a little awkward for our science classes, but we must put up with these things.
Yes, after all, St. Swivens are our honoured guests, you know, Tassel. I'm just thinking. Right, masters, carpenter's shop, boys, passage outside Stinks. And any over can always sleep inside.
Yes, that's true.
I suppose they can use the sinks in there as wash basins. The sinks in the Stinks.
Ah, yes, they can. Yes, so they can. I am glad you thought of that. I was afraid they might have to do without. Well, so much for sleeping quarters. Now, meals. As far as I can see, cook will simply have to stagger them.
I don't quite follow, sir.
Well, it's simple enough. We shall have a first and second service.
Oh, like the railways. First service hot, second cold.
No, I was proposing the same menu for each.
Yes, so was I.
Oh, yes, I see your point. Well, I expect they'd like to lunch at 1, so as a matter of courtesy we might take the first service at 12:30. Yes, make a note of that. Next, classrooms. I am afraid we shall have to allot them some of those.
Unless, of course, they worked a night shift or something.
There is no need to be flippant, Tassel. I have the classrooms worked out already, as it happens. It involves a certain amount of general post, but that's inevitable. I suggest as follows. Upper fourth combines with lower fifth. Lower third to upper fourth's room. Upper fifth and middle fourth to upper third. Fifth to sixth, and vice versa. I think that's quite straightforward.
Quite. What about remove?
Remove stays where it is. Now, one other point. I'm afraid St. Swithin's staff will have to use this common room. There is no alternative to that.
What about your study? No, Billings. Mr. Pond will be sharing that with Whitechapel. Oh, yes, of course. I hadn't thought of that. You'll be sharing your study with their head, won't you, sir?
Well, yes, of course. Obviously. It goes without saying. What is it, Rainbow? Beg pardon, sir. The bus is just arriving. Now there are 2 parcels of books on it for me. Put them in my study.
2 parcels of books in the study, yes, sir.
Billings, Tassel, see the boys in, will you? And by the by, you would better prepare them for the coming invasion. I shall, of course, address the school after roll call. In the meantime, you might just impress upon them that we will be
having honoured guests,
and no favouritism. Exactly, yes. Now I must go and talk to Mrs. Hampstead about the stinks and the sinks. I mean, vice versa.
I say, Harby, what are you going to say to your lot? I shall suggest that they give our honoured guests a very warm welcome. The staff room is now empty. Then a formidable woman of about 50 enters. This is Miss Evelyn Whitchurch. She is followed by Miss Gossage. She is in her mid-30s and wears tweeds with sensible shoes. She is carrying a kit-bag with a zip fastener and has a haversack slung across her shoulder. Miss Whitchurch looks about her in dismay.
Dear, oh dear. The staff common room, I can only suppose. Well, that's not very encouraging, is it? Outside no answer, and in here no staff. It's not very home from home, is it? I warned you, my dear Gossage, one cannot expect other schools to provide the comforts of St. Swithin's. Oh, I know, Miss Whitchurch. Still, I think they could make an effort, after all. Atmosphere's jolly important. So is someone to answer the door. Hello, Cooey! Cooey! So, this place is badly run, that is quite evident. We shall have to put a stop to that. Idle servants beget an idle staff. It spreads to the girls, and before you know where you are, your moral tone is in the gutter. What's that?
I was just writing in the dust. You see, it's so thick. I can write my name. G-O-S-S-O. Why bother, Gossage?
The girls will be here before we've even broken the ice. Did you watch our luggage onto the bus?
Miss Harper took charge of it. You know, you wouldn't think any mistress worth her salt would tolerate such an awful old common room as this. It's like a barracks. I suppose we'll be able to jollify it up a bit.
The room, possibly. Its occupants, I very much fear the worst. Anyone content to live amidst all this clutter? What on earth is this? It's a stick of rock. Sucked. At both ends. Please put it in the nearest waste paper basket.
It's got Elfricum written through the middle.
That does not surprise me at all. Oh, look. Cricket.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm afraid we're going to have trouble with some of the girls. Netball in summer makes them absolutely melt.
I thought that subject was closed, Miss Gossage. Melt or not, St. Swithin's has always played netball winter and summer. Cricket is no game for growing girls. Most girls play it nowadays. If other schools choose to ruin their girls' figures, let them do so. Cricket thickens the biceps, enlarges the busts, and makes for very large hands and feet. We don't really know what it does. Do we not, Miss Gossage? Do we not? Look at these. Cricket boots.
Gosh, they are rather large. Perhaps you're right, Miss Whitchurch.
Of course I'm right. Why, they're big enough for Don Bradshaw, or whatever his name is.
Miss Whitchurch, boxing gloves.
Pugilism? You don't suppose they teach it here? Well, I do not suppose they wear them for walks. Of course, self-defence is invaluable to a girl, but of a ladylike kind. After all, my jiu-jitsu classes are equal to anything. Well, that explains the cricket, anyway. After a pummeling with these, I doubt if the girls have any figures left worth bothering about.
Oh, you.
Ah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
You are the school porter, I take it?
Porter and groundsman.
Name?
Beg your pardon?
Your name, man. We might as well know it now as later.
Rainbow, madam.
Oh, well, you cannot help that. And I hope in future you will answer the door more promptly.
I was out in the front, madam, getting
it. That will do. Excuse.
Beg your pardon?
Yes, granted, on this occasion. Now I want to see the principal immediately.
The head, you mean?
The principal of Hillary Hall, as soon as possible.
Oh, the head's busy at the moment with matron. If you don't mind waiting, madam.
Just one moment. Before seeing the principal, there is one thing I should like to know.
Yes, madam.
How many mistresses have you?
I'm a bachelor, madam, in every sense of the word.
Well, really, what extraordinary behaviour. He's a rum sort of porter. Glandular trouble. The man will be at an awkward age. Seems a funny sort of school altogether. I wonder what the principal's like. And I do not look forward to finding out. Anyone who would employ a man like that. However, what cannot be cured must be endured. I shall keep as aloof as possible. You, Miss Harper, and the girls must do the same. Yes, Miss Whitchurch. And I think the girls had better have an extra hour each week for jiu-jitsu. Yes, Miss Whitchurch. Oh dear, I don't know how much longer this woman is going to be. Perhaps we'd better reconnoitre on our own and take stock of the accommodation. Doesn't look a very large building for 2 schools. No, we shall need quite 3/4 of it. I intend to let them know exactly how much we want, cut and dried, and no nonsense. One must be firm at the start.
Oh, excuse me, madam.
Oh, but really...
Oh, sorry, madam, I've got to put these books here.
I suppose one can learn jiu-jitsu at any age? Rather. I think I'll put all the staff down for training. Right, come along. Let us investigate this curious establishment. I doubt very much if it's even an approved school.
This way, sir. They're waiting in here. Oh, they've gone.
Did you bring them in?
No, sir, they came of their own accord.
Do not be sarcastic, Rainbow, please. Where are they?
Well, they've gone of their own accord too, it seems, sir. They was daft, if you asked me, the pair of them.
What are you talking about, Rainbow? Are those books in my study, or are they not?
Oh, aye, the books are. The ladies aren't.
What ladies?
There was 2 of them, sir. They was wanting you.
But I was expecting no one.
Oh, oh, maybe that's why they've gone. So this is where you're sulking, Rainbow. Look, the bus driver refuses to bring in the tuck boxes single-handed. Tuck boxes didn't ought to be allowed. They're wicked things. I strained my stomach once carrying one of them. Bound with iron at the corners. And there's 46 of them too to bring in. Not this afternoon there aren't, because he's going to have to bring in some swimming ones too. Well, the little blighters look as healthy as always. What's the matter, Billings? What the devil? Someone's been writing their name here. G-O-S... Gossage. What's gossage? I don't know. Must be some new rude word Rainbow's picked up in the holidays. How did your lot take the news? About some swivins, with characteristic British phlegm. Same here, except for a certain amount of jubilation that it might mean 1 bath a week instead of 2. I expect they'll be at each other's throats in the first 5 minutes. Better pass these on to Hopcroft Minor, if his brother's left. I suppose they're his property now. If Hopcroft Minor doesn't take to some swivins, he won't be bothered by any Queensberry rules. It'll be something rude, swift, and below the belt. That boy needs a firm hand, very firm. And this term he's going to get it. Come in. Ah, talk of the devil. What is it, Hopcroft Minor? Please, sir, there's 2 strange ladies in the one downstairs. In the what? The downstairs washroom, sir. 2 strange ladies in it. Hopcroft Minor, I do not want to have to chastise you on the first day of term, but vulgar without being funny, Hopcroft Minor. But it's true, sir, honest. There's a rummy-looking one with spectacles and another rummy one without. They've both got hats on. 50 lines by tomorrow morning. But, sir... Here comes Mr. Pond. Shall we consult him? No, sir. Sorry. What am I to write, sir? I must not be vulgar without being funny.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry, Head. Was addressing Hopcroft Minor. You can write Caesar, Gaelic Wars, first chapter. Yes, sir.
An imposition already?
You know what he's like. It's an improvement on last term, anyway. I had to give him one before we even left the station.
He is a very difficult boy. Ah, now, one of the new boys, Souter the name is, I've had a letter from his mother. She asks particularly that the boy should not be pampered. That's a bit unusual, isn't it? Young Souter has been at one of those advanced schools. Girls of all ages, preparatory for boys. That sounds very advanced. The boy is backward in his work. I'm not surprised. The parents look to us to eradicate any traces of feminine influence. Yes, well, leave him to me. He'll have a long way to look for feminine influence in this part of the world. Quite. I was happy to write and assure Mrs. Souter that the teaching staff here is entirely male, and bachelors into the bargain. I quoted her the school motto, Homo in omnibus, a man in all things. Oh, that's what it means. I always used to think it was something to do with strap hanging. I say, excuse me, is this a staff common room? It is. Thanks awfully. Miss Harper let me carry her things in from the bus. Miss Harper? Who is Miss Harper? Oh, she's awfully decent like that. In fact, she's really absolutely top score altogether, actually. Look here, girl, young lady, a moment, please. But I can't stop more than a sec. If I'm caught jawing in here, I'll be given a miss. A miss? Misconduct mark. They're awfully strict at St. Swithin's. You get one for practically anything. Did you say St. Swithin's? Did she say St. Swithin's? Yes. I suppose you're Hilary Hall. They don't let parents come down on our first day. Parents? We're not parents. No, that's what I mean. It's rotten, isn't it? I say, I must fly. No, wait, please. Are we to understand that you are a pupil at St. Swithin's? I'm in the Law Fifth. Barbara Cahoon. It's not spelt Colquhuon. Oh, it's Cahoun. Yes. But the point is, they have girls at St. Swithin's? I should hope so. That's a girls' school. A girls' school? It can't be. Of course it can't. This is a female Hopcroft of some sort. Now, can you truthfully stand there and tell us that St. Swithin's, Hastings, is a girls' school? No. Aha! St. Leonard's. What? You said St. Swithin's just now. St. Swithin's, St. Leonard's. St. Swithin's at Hastings is a boys' school. We're St. Swithin's at St. Leonard's. And we're girls, see? It's pretty easy, really. So long. You don't suppose she's telling the truth? Well, we can easily find out. There's a school's directory here somewhere. The wire came from Hastings, of that I'm positive. I have it here somewhere. St. Leonard's. Just a minute. St. Leonard's. Ah, St. Leonard's. See Hastings and St. Leonard's. Ah, they're both under the same heading. Well, that explains the wire. S. Here we are. Ah, St. Alfred's, St. Arthur's, St. Bride's. Yes, you want... I'm looking under S. Saint S. S. Oh, don't keep S-ing. Ah, St. Swithin's. Boys. Boarding. There you are. That's the one in the wire, of course. Headmaster O.J. Philpott. That isn't in the wire. No, it was old Whitechapel. St. Swithin's Girls' Boarding, Principal Miss Evelyn Whitchurch, M.A. Oxon. It's impossible. We can't have a girls' school here. We've got one. The ministry must have put its foot in it. The ministry, never mind them, but their yea is their yea and their nay is their nay. We must do something post-haste. Contact the ministry before they arrive. You saw that Cahoon thing, however it's spelt. She's just one sample. If she's here, there will be girls and mistresses all over the place. Committing misconduct marks in all directions, no doubt. We'll be engulfed in hockey and cocoa. Oh, great heaven forbid! Those women! What women? The women who came to see me, who were waiting and then weren't. 2 of them, according to Rainbow. One with spectacles and one without, and both with hats on. I don't know, but if one's that Whitchurch woman and she's at large, goodness knows what she might be up to. Well, I can see her from the window. She's over there. I must go down and intercept them at once.
You know, Billings, the more I think about it, the nicer it seems. There was I moaning about the lack of feminine society, and what happens? St. Swithin's from sunny St. Leonard's-on-Sea. You're thinking of the mistresses, I suppose. Of course. Ho, ho, ho. Forget it. Have you ever met a schoolmistress? No, I don't think I have. They fall into two groups. All of them? All of them. Group 1, the battle-axe, baleful, brainy, and belligerent. Group 2, the hearty Amazon, healthy, high school, and hail fellow well met. Damn it, there must be some attractive ones. None. What'll you bet me? Anything you like. I can't lose. How much do you want on the St. Swithin's lot? Eh? £5? 5 bob? Done. Personally, I shall extend to the St. Swithin's staff the outstretched hand of welcome.
Ah, gentlemen, over here. Now, allow me to present my staff, madam. Mr. Tassel, Science, English and Mathematics. Mr. Billings, Modern Languages, History and Geography. This is Miss Whitchurch, M.A. Oxon. Head Mistress of St. Swithin's.
Principal?
I beg your pardon.
Group 1, Tassel.
And this is Miss Gossage.
Ah, the Gossage. Hello. Games, maths, botany, drawing, needlework, handicraft and extras. Group 2. Be quiet.
This, of course, is our common staff. Staff common room.
Quite. I hope we shan't have to put up with it for long. The position, it's quite impossible. Sharing premises at all is distasteful enough, but with a boys' school, the matter must be rectified at once.
I entirely agree.
There's a very good train back at 5:20.
It's hardly a matter of trains, I'm afraid. We shall have to find somewhere else to go.
There's nowhere at St. Leonard's.
St. Leonard's? Do you hear that, Miss Gossage? St. Swithin's has not been at St. Leonard's for 5 years. It'll be another year at least before we can go back there. I went to see the building yesterday.
How was it?
Flat. Quite flat. We were evacuated to St. Philippa's at St. Anne's, with St. Hilda's and St. Matilda's.
Well, couldn't you go back there, from St. Pancras?
There is no room. St. Philippa's has had to have their buildings back. You see, they had been evacuated to St. Mary's and St. Ives, St. Mary's having gone to All Saints at Oxford. I don't know where All Saints went to. Excuse me, Miss Whitchurch. Ah, Miss Harper. I think there must be something wrong. There's a crowd of small boys about the place, all staring with their mouths open and not saying a word. There has been a slight misunderstanding at the ministry. This is Mr. Pond, a principal of Hilary Hall.
Headmaster.
It's a boys' school? Exactly. Where did you leave the girls?
Oh, they went upstairs with matron.
Their matron?
It's all right. She is a woman. Yes, you might not think so, but she is.
Miss Harper, these are the remains of their staff. Mr.
Billings.
Billings. How do you do?
How do you do? And Tassel.
How do you do?
I'm doing very fine now, thank you. I mean, you're really on the staff of St. Swithin's?
Yes. Why not?
Absolutely no reason at all. Absolutely none. Group 3, I think, Billings. You can give me the 10 shillings later.
The sooner we find other quarters, the better. I shall telephone the ministry at once. I suppose you are on the telephone out here?
We are in several places. Here, matron's room, my study.
Kindly conduct me to your study.
This way.
Did someone bring my things in?
Oh, yes, they did. We put them up here for safety.
Oh, thank you so much. I suppose we're going to be here for a day or two anyway.
Yes, several days or two, I should think.
I'd better take this upstairs.
Oh, you can't possibly manage that. Let me carry it for you.
We don't actually know where our bedrooms are going to be yet.
Second corridor on the left, far end.
Don't be silly, old boy. That's the carpenter's shop.
You're going to sleep in my room.
What?
I mean, come with me and I'll show you what I mean.
I say, Mr. Billings, I don't think much of your stuffy old com.
My what?
The common room. We had a really topping den at St. Swithin's. And, of course, men on their own are so helpless. This is a nice scarf. Are those the Hilary Hall colours?
Blood and orange. Yes. Yes, I shouldn't be surprised.
Ours are pale blue and puce.
Biffing.
They are, rather. Of course, crimson's more my colour, really.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
It's a pity we won't be staying. I hoped we might convert Miss Whitchurch to cricket. I've been trying for years, you know.
She's a bit old for it, isn't she?
Oh, no, for girls, I mean. Of course she's thinking of their figures, but I was an absolute demon for it. I can't see what she's afraid of, can you?
Oh, it's so good to feel the swing of a bat again. Yes, quite.
My pater always said he thought I'd shaped very well.
We all make mistakes.
I'm so glad you agree. Perhaps before we go I can try my hand out on your pitch. I used to be quite a wizard at Yorkers.
I expect you'd hit me for 6. Well, I'd have a very good try.
Ah, Miss Whitchurch, Mr. Billings was just saying that he thinks cricket would be ripping for the girls.
Oh, never mind that now, Billings, please. There are more things in life than cricket.
What did the ministry say, Miss Whitchurch? Dear me, does he have to make such a frightful din? What did the ministry say? Oh, well, they won't even admit their mistake. They say I must be a boys' school. I'm on a blue card in the index. I spoke to 3 different grades of civil servant, telling them to change my colour immediately, but they all refused. One of them had the impertinence to say that he had no evidence as to my sex over the telephone. One really wants a chinwag with a man at the top. Apparently the controller is down with the flu, and the sub-controller is sitting on a standing committee, and the deputy sub-controller, Mr. Thraphampton, has gone to a kindergarten in Wales.
And about time too, I should think.
He'll be there till next Monday. Until then, nothing at all can be done.
Just for a week. We shall have to accept the present state of affairs. We must discuss accommodation. We haven't much to offer, I'm afraid.
Oh, we shall cheerfully put up with the best you have.
Thank you. Well, now, I have made out a tentative list.
Oh, I have made out a definite one, so we better look at that. These are our exact requirements, no more, no less.
Oh?
It's quite clear, I hope.
Oh, quite clear, yes. Most elucidating.
May I see yours?
I wouldn't bother. It's a little too tentative.
Ah, what's the news from the ministry?
Most disappointing.
Disappointing? You mean they're going? On the contrary, we have to stay for a week at least. A week? Oh, that's terrible, isn't it, sir? By Jiminy!
I beg your pardon?
What about the parents? What about the parents, Gossage? If I know anything of ours, they're going to kick up an awful fuss when they find out.
Yes, that's true. Ours will raise the devil as well.
Yes, I hadn't thought of that. What?
Beg your pardon, sir.
In a minute, Rainbow, in a minute.
Sir?
Parents, yes, now, that is a pretty problem.
But it's nobody's fault. It's the ministry. Do you seriously think, Miss Harper, that parents are going to blame the ministry? Parents blame the school, always.
Yes, quite right.
What do you mean, quite right?
I'm not approving, I'm agreeing. You are quite right.
The thing is, need they find out? Well, letters home. Not in the first week, surely. Every girl writes home twice a week, regularly. Wednesdays and Saturdays. And the first evening, to say they've arrived safely.
Goodness gracious me, you shouldn't allow them pens on the first day. We will have to appeal now to their sense of public duty. And, of course, sense of a correspondence.
Yes, I shall do the same. It's the only way to prevent a leakage.
Short of locking 'em up and dictating a circular letter.
I hardly think we need go as far as that.
Beg your pardon, sir.
I asked you to wait, Rainbow.
It's going to be a full-time job, Miss Whitchurch, steaming all those letters open. Miss Gossage, you don't seriously suggest that St. Swithin's should stoop to steaming? Oh, I didn't see how else it could be done. The girls will be told to leave their envelopes unstuck, on hygienic grounds.
Personally, I prefer to be quite open about it. We shall tell the boys we intend to check their spelling.
What could be more open than that?
I am sure we shall all try to make the best of things, boys and girls, masters and mistresses.
Hear, hear.
We certainly will, won't we, Miss Harper?
Well, it may be a rather sticky wicket, but we'll toe the line and turn up trumps, won't we, Mr. Billings?
Well, suppose we shake on it, on behalf of Hilary Hall.
Floriat St. Swithins. Floriat St. Swithins. Homo in omnibus.
Hello? Is that Dr. Hodges? I'm speaking from the school.
What are you doing, Rainbow? Why are you calling Dr. Hodges?
I'm afraid we're going to have some casualties soon, sir.
Casualties?
Yes, some of the pupils.
Rainbow, explain yourself.
Just a minute, Doctor. I rang the tea-bell, sir. You might have heard me. The young ladies came in first, then the young gentlemen, and they didn't take very kindly to it. They're in the dining hall now, sir, both lots.
Eating?
Eating each other, if you ask me. There was only words at first, but then when they started throwing the fish cakes...
They are throwing fish cakes?
And the sauce along with them. Oh, sounds like they're getting warmed up now.
Oh, my goodness.
My girls! Which way?
Follow me.
Oh, hello again. Can you tell me where the post box is, please?
Post box? Why do you want a post box?
I've got a letter to send home.
Have you now? Would you like me to take charge of it and put it in the post box for you?
Oh, thank you. Hey!
No good, I'm afraid. This is censored.
Are you still there, Doctor? I'm sorry about this. I think there's going to be 1 or 2 adults in addition. Yes. Ambulance? Well, I suppose it's better safe than sorry. Rainbow? Yes, Mr. Billings. You didn't happen to see who threw the first fish cake? Hopcroft Minor. Ah, was it? Well, give him a message from me then. Sir? Tell him I've cancelled the 50 lines.